Hello everyone and welcome back. So I did take a little bit of a vacation. It's not really a vacation, but I just didn't feel like editing videos, but now I do, and I am back. I promised on my Lava Hound video that this would be out in a day or two. Well, it's out in a week. Hopefully you don't mind that much. I mean, I just had to take a break. I had extra homework from college, so I had to take care of that. And yeah, anyway, today I'm going to be playing a really good Sparky Goblin Giant deck that's been going around for a decently long time. I'd say the earliest I've seen it was around 4 or 5 seasons ago. But he does Fireball my mini P.E.K.K.A, which was quite weird. I decided to go with minions. Since he did not have the Fireball, and this ends up dealing a ton of damage to his tower. I was thinking about zapping. I thought I might take the whole tower if I did zap, because the minion would finish off both archers, and then the other minion would stay alive to keep doing damage to the tower. But overall, pretty much know what he's running. He's running Knight Expo. It is global tourney time, so I should have some videos around that. I'm currently 10-0 with the Meta World Giant deck, so be on the lookout for that. I do play it okay, but yeah, be on the lookout for those videos. I just go with a Sparky to deal with the Expo. You have to let the Expo lock on, or else your Sparky, they can reset it with an Ice Spirit, a Log, a Fireball, and kill it. You don't want that to happen before it gets a shot off, so you just let the Expo lock on, deal its damage, and then you have a Sparky. He just uses Knight, so I decided to go with Goblin Giant Mini P.E.K.K.A. I don't know if I knew at this point that he did have the skeleton, that he did not have the skeletons in cycle. But anyways, regardless, it ends up being a pretty good play. Take the tower, and now against him, he has to Expo in the lane that I have. I can place troops pretty much right on top of his Expo. As you can see, I'm a little rusty from not talking in front of the camera in so long, but I will go with Musketeer here since he just uses Fireball, and I let him log that. I don't want to go Mini P.E.K.K.A, Goblin Giant before that, so not damage it up. But I do Rage all this. He does get another Fireball off, but Mini P.E.K.K.A is being able to do work. Again, he just goes for the Expo. I just go for minions to kill it. He has to spend a ton of elixir to kill the minions. Normally, a archers plus Ice Spirit will kill the minions. So I just kind of go with a Sparky here, just to set it up in the back, allow myself to build elixir to build a bigger push. I go for, the Sparky shoots the Knight, kills the Knight, and archers do not do that much. I was not expecting him to fully take that right-hand tower, but he did. I guess I should have gone more than just minions, but I knew I was pretty confident I'd be able to take his tower regardless, because Sparky does counter 2.9. However, Icepo does counter Sparky, because they do have the NATO and Ice Wizard for all of your troops, Rocket for the Sparky. Yeah, it's just a much harder matchup overall. So we get into the second game. I believe I'm 9-1. So just go out first. Pretty sure I zap the tower to start the game. Zap or Heal Spirit is the ideal starting plays with this deck. You can cycle a Musketeer, or you can cycle a minions if you have both of them in hand. But typically you do want to keep those, as they are your only air responses in this deck. He goes to the Barb Barrel here. I essentially take this as he gets like, what, 150 damage on my tower. I get 2 elixir. Yeah. So I go with the Sparky in the back, go with the Heal Spirit. At this point, I know he's running, what is he running? Pretty sure he's running Royal Hogs. Or I know he's running Royal... Golly. See, this is what it does to people. I'm so rusty. I haven't talked to you guys in like a week, but my Sparky is still full health. I remember now, this game was one of the weirdest I've ever played. So I don't expect him to go for a minion horde with the bar barrel, and it does deal like almost all my tower, and I mean I was not expecting that. He was really aggressive there, so I knew he had to be down an elixir. He goes for a pump in the back. That is completely awful. We don't have a big spell in this deck, so against pump you're pretty much screwed, especially lava hound. Swarm pump, there's no way you're winning that. He's got minion horde, skelly drags, skarmy, and I believe goblin gang are his defensive answers, and then he has lava hound balloon. You can't stop all of that with just a musketeer minions, and he has fireball. So at this point, I'll just let the right hand tower go. Like it's pretty much a waste for me to keep defending it. So just go with a Sparky just to kill the pigs before they get too much damage on my king tower. And he does go with the 3 musketeers here. Now honestly, I believe this to be a pretty awful decision by him. If he would have played it in the back, it would have given him so much time to build elixir, and he just decided to go all in. So I still have a Sparky on the map. That musketeer on the right is getting some decent damage on my king tower. I have to be careful of that. And I just go for double Sparky right here because I knew that whatever he placed, it would get killed. He did have Dark Prince, but I knew that 2 Sparky Blasts would kill that. So all I have to do is defend this, and I win. I just rage everything up just to make sure that it doesn't kill my tower. And I zap. We beat a completely hard counter. I mean, it's pretty crazy that we won that, because he did have the minion horde and pump. So we get this guy a good luck. Chinese name, no clan. Usually with Chinese names, they're pretty good. No clan can mean either they're really good or completely awful. And we do see the goblin barrel. Now at this point, I'm praying that he does not have the rocket version, but he whips out a pocket Sparky. And I want you guys to look at this deck that he's playing. This deck looks completely ridiculous, but I see it all the time in classic challenges. So if you do want to play classic challenges, you do need to be wary of this deck. Usually I see it's giant skeleton, Sparky, goblin barrel, skeleton barrel, hunter, and earthquake, heel spirit, skelly drags. I believe that is the main version that I see, but we are able to kill the giant skeleton. Sparky gets killed by the bomb. We just go for a mini P.E.K.K.A. on that musketeer. Fortunately, I was not fast enough to kill the Skarmy without my mini P.E.K.K.A. taking too much damage. So just put minions on the skeleton barrel. That's one of the best answers that you do have, because you do only have one spell, and it is Zap, which does not kill goblins. Pretty much only kills skeletons and bats. So you really have it there for Inferno Dragons and other Sparkies. Also Inferno Towers. So we do zap that. Thankfully it does not get too close. I just go for minions on the musketeer just to kill it and go help out with the skeleton barrel. I didn't have much elixir there, so I did the best with what I could, and we do end up saving the tower. Now at this point, it's looking pretty bad, but you're never really out of it with Sparky. At any time they can screw up, and you can take a tower or 3, crown them. So I do go with Goblin Giant Sparky in this, because I'm pretty sure he does not have Skarmy and Cycle. He does whip out the giant skeleton, but I just rage this on the tower. Mini P.E.K.K.A. kills the giant skeleton, gets onto the tower, and we take that. This is what I was talking about. My Sparky actually splashes his Sparky and onto the tower, which is amazing for us. I knew I wasn't really going to defend that, so I just kind of, I don't know, just let it go. But we do have one minion alive and a heal spirit. We are going to zap this just to let the minion do its thing onto the Sparky. Minion is putting in work against the skeletons, and we go with the good game. Not much he can do at this point. It's a bit too late. I just kind of throw a rage there just to make sure that he doesn't take our tower. But anyway, we take that win and go into the final game of this classic challenge. Now, the Lava Hound video and this video did not take it very long to make. Like, they were all pretty much over before overtime. I'm pretty sure the Lava Hound was like 1350. I'm pretty sure this one was 1352. But we do go with a heal spirit to start out the game. Again, heal spirit and zap, probably your two best starting plays. And you never really want to cycle Sparky in the back unless you have Goblin Giant in hands to kite units from the right side to the left side, or from the left side to the right side. But I do go with the Sparky here. He was not doing much, so I knew he either had Golem or Graveyard, and I did not want him to fix his cycle with Graveyard. That's Graveyard is probably one of the worst matchups because they get so many distractions with the Graveyard. But he does go Baby Dragon and P.E.K.K.A. This was not Graveyard. I'm actually not sure what the frick this was, but we do minions clean that up really nicely. Go with the Goblin Giant because his P.E.K.K.A. is out of cycle. So it's marching there. We do have a decent elixir advantage, probably 2 or 3 at this point, maybe even more. Honestly, probably even more. But we do go with the mini P.E.K.K.A. I did this because he didn't have P.E.K.K.A. or Goblin Giant, or no, Goblin Gang in cycle. So we take his tower here. Honestly, probably a big mistake by him for using both of his ground defenses. So I just decided to eat all this damage here. I'm pretty sure I don't zap on it because I didn't know if he had, because I knew he had bats. And I wanted to kill those as soon as possible if I could. So I'm gonna go with the Goblin Giant in front of this to kill the bats if he does decide to place them, and minions to help kill the bats and or the P.E.K.K.A. So we do go with minion or a heal spirit here to heal up the minions, and minions do take care of the P.E.K.K.A. A zap here, we get 2 minions still alive, and the Goblin Giant is putting in a ton of work on that tower to bring it all the way down to 586. And at this point, I can just cycle Sparkies in the back, and if he decides to go all in the other lane, I can just push, and it can't stop me. And it's pretty much, it's almost an automatic win here, because as long as I keep pushing, he can't go in for his offense unless he wants to lose. So we go for a Musketeer here. Maybe I should have placed it on the inside just so it would be a little closer to the tower. But the Sparky does hit the P.E.K.K.A., hits the P.E.K.K.A. again, and we are able to take 2 of his towers. This deck is extremely good at 3 crowning and taking more than 1 tower. So I take that in mind. If you are in a tower trade situation, like you go Sparky and they go Golem opposite lane, you are gonna win that most of the time, unless they have like Rocket Golem. But yeah, so at this point I usually tell you to like and subscribe and share it or whatever and put arrows, but to be honest, I'm not going to do that this time. It takes way too much effort. Takes me like 10 minutes to edit it, so I don't really feel like doing it. I'll just tell you whatever. This is a blank pink screen, and who even watches it till the end of the video? If you did, please tell me in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Be on the lookout for global tourney videos. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.